Andy Robertson, so new signing, comes in on the cheap from relegated Hull. He's had a spell of games with Moreno being injured, people clamouring for him. What have you gone
7.
for? See, I agree. I think he's. I think if you get by the time Moreno comes back in, I think we'll have a much clearer idea of what level he's playing at. I don't think he's had a bad game for us since he's come. I think he's had one mediocre game, and that's the worst I can say about him. But I think he's settling in. He's getting better and better.
He is, yeah. I had a few weeks ago. I was a little disappointed with his crossing and stuff like that, and I don't think he's as good as people make out going forwards. I think because I don't know, but I think people have read that about him and just assume that that's the case. I think when you watch him, I think Moreno's just as good going forward.
I think he's got an excellent cross on him when he's got time to pick a cross out.
Yeah.
I don't think he's great at bombing 60
type of thing,
bombing 60 yards down the pitch, playing a 1-2 overlap and then crossing from the byline. I'm not sure that's, but then again, I'm not sure anyone's really got that skill set, if I'm perfectly honest. No. I don't think any of our attacking players are particularly good at doing that either. So, but I know I take your point on that. What's encouraging is that in terms of being, he understands the role, and he's playing the role well. So it wouldn't shock me to see, by the end of the season when we do this, of him to be at a higher level. Okay, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Where's he playing at right now?
Right now, I think he's probably playing at an 8.
Yeah, I think we're touching on an 8 for him, but I think, and that's why I say right now he's probably at a 7.
Yeah, I think that's fair
for the season, because he didn't start well. Now here's the thing, not a criticism, and when we come back, I think if he plays like this for the rest of the season, it will be forgotten that it took him 3 or 4 games to get up to speed.
Fucking hell, like he came in on the last day. The season had started. He had no pre-season. With us, shock horror, it took 3 games.
And
wow,
given all the and I think as well, he's had to bear the burden of. Look, we've said this plenty of times. Arsenal fans are just very plentiful and
there's
noisy.
One there now.
Yeah, just cropping out the woodwork as DT just tugging himself off over misplaced Oxlade-Chamberlain passes and saying what a waste of money he was. Completely disagree. I think 35 to 40 million. It's always 40 when people want to try and hammer a point home, but whatever. 35 million is exactly what Liverpool should be spending on a squad player. I think he's performed well on the right wing. I think he's performed well in midfield. I think he's performed well right mid as well when he's been given the chance. He started to add a few goals to his game. I'm excited to see if he is the quality, if he is how good our 12th, 13th or 14th man is, then we're going to have an amazing season.
I'm just so happy because I'm fed up of people looking at me like I had 4 heads for liking him.
Yeah, he's not Louis Alberto. No. He's much better than Louis Alberto, although he's having a little purple patch in at the moment. But Aspas, etc. This is the quality we're dealing with now, and again, I think there's loads more to come from him. Dom Solanke.
I'm going to go 7 for him. I like him.
And it's funny because, look, he scored less goals than Sadio Mane, he's got less assists than Sadio Mane, but for a young lad coming in, he's very unlucky not to have a couple of
4,
goals.
Probably.
Yeah, he's unlucky not to be off the mark. I think he's doing everything right.
He could have been in our top 5 goal scorers had everything just fallen right for him.
It's funny, isn't it, how something like that works, and hopefully...
And you know what, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain I think is 6th.
Yeah.
On our top scorers, because I know he's got 3 goals this season.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? So, I agree with the 7 for Solanke. Mohamed Salah, because I'm giving Mo Salah a 10. Because I just don't see how he could possibly have performed any better.
He should have scored more.
Yeah.
He can't like, listen, for me, fair enough, that's your rating. Mine's a 9.6. I'm going to give him 0.1 more than Coutinho and Firmino, and I'm not even sure I agree with that, but I wanted to give him a nod because he's a new signing as well, so he gets that extra 0.1 of a point, which means he's my player of the half season. He can improve, and unless he's going to an 11 out of 10 for you, you won't see that improvement. I might, because I'm keeping him on his toes. If he ever sees this.
Well, listen, if he does, I will happily. This one goes to 11. I'll spiral tap this one all day long. But I think to expect him to get any better than he is.
But he can.
No, he could. You're right. But what I mean is, he's performed above and beyond any expectation I had of him this season. So for that. Yeah, he's getting marked up, but also, look, he's a right winger. He's our top goal scorer for the longest spell. He was the top goal scorer in the Premier League. He's only just been knocked off by Harry frigging scores a bazillion goals centre forward Kane.
I don't think that's going to catch on.
I'm not sure that will fit on the back of a shirt or anything, but it is what it is. So like I say, I don't see how scoring 21 goals or whatever it is he's got can be
Anything other
than an absolute 10 out of 10. Best signing Liverpool have made since Fernando Torres.
Since Torres?
Since Suarez.
There we go. There's the right answer.
Yeah, best. No, but I mean, in terms of how they performed immediately after the signing.
Okay, yeah,
Suarez
was better than Suarez
took a year to find his feet.
But he found
I
them.
think he's been unbelievable. So for me, he's a 10 out of 10.
I'm going to give Virgil van Dijk a mark for this season. I think he's played it really well. He's forced through his move. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10.
He's been playing at a 4, but for Liverpool, he's been playing at a 9. Yeah, I'll have that. Ratings in the comments below. Player name and manager name, plus the rating out of 10. And if you want to have a go with us and you think we're wrong on anything, by all means, do feel free to call us out.